and welcome back to my channel. I don't know what that intro was. Excuse the mess behind me, by the way. I don't know what the bloody hell happened there. But today we are focusing on one product. It's a product review for a foundation. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this since the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. That was in September, I believe. I don't remember, but I enjoyed filming that video and I wanted to film another one and I wanted to test this foundation out anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna film it. The wear test for this video was done 4 days ago prior to filming this because it was my longer day out of all the days this week, and I got this foundation on Monday and I filmed the video, the part of this on Tuesday because it was I was in college from 9 till 4:30. I made a mistake. You will see that in the review bit, but I'm just gonna insert swatches here compared to my Maybelline Superstay and my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and then the L'Oreal True Match and the Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. I feel like quite a few people have the Superstay and then the Conceal and Define foundation, so I thought that might have been a good thing. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, the swatches, let's just say this foundation oxidizes. It's kind of hard to figure out a way to stop it oxidizing, considering it just oxidizes just randomly. Randomly. Not really randomly. But I'm gonna insert the wear test here. There isn't many clips, and I don't think you can see like the oxidation, but I hope you can. I've also filmed the time of when I took the video so you guys know what time it was. I think I wore it from 8 till 8. Yeah, or close to that. But yeah, here you go. So yeah, like you can see, it did last. It was full coverage. I will insert the demo. I did like a demo video of it like on my face now because I filmed a demo for it just in case you wanted to see it being applied, because in the wear test I didn't like apply it and on camera. I just applied it. But so the demo is going to be put here, and along with a few of the products I put over the top just to show you. So the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 1.0. I might have been better off with the 0.5 shade, but that looked too pink on my hand, so I chose 1.0. This foundation, it's got like an air pump thing, and the only other foundation I've had that's like that is the EX1 foundation, and it did help, but you have to pump it quite a few times before any product comes out on initial use. But after that, it's absolutely fine. The nozzle, it's a good nozzle. I mean, it's a foundation nozzle, but I love the packaging, and The next thing I applied over top was, of course, my Revolution Super Size Concealer Define Foundation Concealer in C1. I only put this on my eyes and a few blemishes. I don't really use concealer like everyone else does. I only put it on my spots and my lids. That might just be me. I then applied the Collection Primed and Ready Invisible Setting Powder in the shade 1. I mean, it's translucent. It's the only shade they do. But I've been using this shade. I've been using this powder for a while. I went through this one, like, I think I went through one a while ago, like, I think almost a year ago now. But I'm just trying to use up powders that I have. It was a good powder. It still is a good powder. It doesn't look chalky, it doesn't look cakey. I recommend. And then I use the All Nighter setting spray to go along with it. I have a little bit of I've got some thoughts on this setting spray. I will talk to you about that when I get to the review part, but I applied that over the top, and now we are here. So let's get into the review for this foundation. I applied this on Tuesday at 8 a.m. All my makeup was put on by 8 a.m. So I always call my check-in time when I'm testing a foundation 8 a.m. because that's just, and I normally take it off at 8 because I then take my makeup off and have a bath at 8 or just before or sometimes just after, but it's always around 8, so it always has a 12-hour wear, and I always like my foundation to have at least 8 or 9 hours in it before it looks disgusting, because by that time I'm already home and I might take my foundation off early. But for this foundation I wanted to keep it on continuously. So it is full coverage. It is very lightweight, easy to blend. People have said that it dries down quickly. I mean, not really. I mean, I could do my whole face without it drying down quickly. I have applied it with a brush before. Let me get it. This brush is just a domed flat brush, and I have applied it with a sponge. Mine's dirty, excuse that. When is it not? And it applied better with a sponge, I will say. I liked it. It was a really nice finish. It still is a nice finish with a sponge. With a brush, it's a little bit more. You can see it on your skin more with a brush. With a sponge, you can't really. I mean, it still looks like you're wearing makeup because you are, but it just looks a bit more skin-like and a little bit less like you've got a thick layer of foundation. And then throughout the day, without the setting spray, I realised that it doesn't last as long. Is what I found. Because I wore this without the setting spray to begin with because I just wanted to give this a fair test. No primer. The same concealer powder I used today. And I will say that it took a while to start to look oily. I will say it did look cakey and like sort of separated on my chin. My chin at the moment is going through a really difficult time. I had a massive breakout on my chin. I don't know what the hell happened. It just one day just broke out. And then I am one of these people who pick their scabs when on their spots, like, leave me alone about that. And round the edges of those, it would get dry and cakey. I mean, every foundation does that to me, but it also clings a little bit to dry patches, and I found that around my nose it did separate, which, to be honest, what foundation doesn't? I give up on that department. In that department, I don't know how you'd pronounce that, but it didn't break down on me, which was really good. My forehead looked amazing. My forehead normally looks horrendous. My forehead looked really nice by the end of the day, and I don't know, it might have just been me, but it did oxidize, and I knew it was going to, but I didn't know it was going to be that bad. But I came home and I was like, I want to take my foundation off because it's oxidized. I don't know what to do. But I did take my sponge and like blot away the oil, and I feel like that lightened my foundation. I don't know what happened. That was really strange. You can do things to lighten it up, to like so that when it oxidizes to your skin color, like using lightning drops. I know that I think her name's Stephanie Lang, blots her skin before applying foundation and then after to give the foundation a chance to not oxidize. I haven't tried that yet though. But okay, let's just Thursday, which was when I had work on Wednesday, so I don't wear makeup to work at all. I can't be asked. Thursday, so yesterday for me, I put the setting spray on with it. I did like 4 spritzes, and then in my T-zone, like it tells you. Let me tell you, I didn't notice very much oil come through until 6 hours in. I looked at my skin at 6 hours in, and I was like, bloody hell, my face looks really good still. It didn't oxidize yesterday either, which was really good. Like with the setting spray, the foundation didn't oxidize, so I highly recommend using a setting spray with this foundation to stop it oxidizing. I think whenever I wear setting spray on my Maybelline Superstay foundation, it doesn't oxidize either. But of course, when I don't, it does oxidize, which is a shame. I love that foundation; it's one of my favorites. But I noticed that with the setting spray, it lasted longer. This isn't the setting spray review. I wanted to do a review, but here's your review, I guess. So the foundation cost £29.50. I got this from Debenhams. I will link it down below. And then also the setting spray I got from Debenhams. This was 24, I believe. But this is 30ml and this is 118ml. But I will continue to test this foundation out because I want to try it again without setting spray. I mean, not today because I put setting spray on it, but that's not it. And maybe with some other setting sprays and see if it does the same thing. But so far, I love this foundation. Oh, I just dropped my camera. That's fun. But this foundation is my new favourite. I'm going to try not to use it all up before March. I wanted to wear this to the Panic at the Disco concert I'm going to. That's the reason I bought this and this, because I wanted my foundation to last. I'm going to try not to use it all up before then. But, I mean, if I do, I'll just buy another one. I don't really care. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it was helpful. I hope the swatches were helpful. The demo and the wear test was helpful. If you'd like me to do more with more foundations, I really want to get the new Revolution foundation, the matte one that came out a week or so ago. If you want to see that, let me know. I mean, I want to get it. And the Star Primer, I'd love to try. But if you want me to do it, let me know. If not, then that's fine too. I hope to see you guys in next week's video. Goodbye.